I'm Rob Parnell, and this is Right Now, Bearing Your Soul, a Writer's Guide. Now, many new writers are afraid of opening up and letting people know what they're like on the inside. They're sometimes nervous of allowing readers access to what they think and believe. They don't want people to see the real person inside of them because they're afraid of criticism and ridicule. How do you defeat this debilitating condition? Because really, that's what it is, especially if you're a writer. In reality, nobody's going to attack you or your writing. And even if they do, what does it matter? Critics display much more about their own failings when they attack others. You need to get over any insecurities about the way you express yourself and find the strength to be honest. The fact is, your writing will never truly soar unless you have the courage to let it all out and expose yourself to the world. Whoa. Seriously, you will only ever be seen as original if you learn to be open and honest in your writing. Your own slant on the world is what makes you interesting. It's your individual sense of logic that makes your writing unique. It's far too easy to fall back on conventional wisdom and express viewpoints that you already know are accepted and lauded. But if you're simply trotting out the standard thinking on issues, you're not really adding anything of value to the world. You need to trust your own instincts and write from the heart, whatever the consequences. Here are a few tips on how to get used to being truly honest in your writing. Write about the worst thing that's ever happened to you. Get it all out, every feeling, however low, every nuance of how it went down, who was to blame, and how much you hate the people or the events that caused it to happen. Write about the most horrible thing you've ever done. The thing is, it's really easy for us to write about nice things and the good in ourselves and other people. But when we do that, we hide from our other, darker side. No more. Write down the most nasty, vicious things you've ever thought or done. Don't be afraid. You don't have to show them to anybody. But you do need to purge those demons and get them out on paper. List your crimes and sins in detail. Now, all of us are a mess of good and bad. The facade we present to the world is an amalgam of what we want others to see. We all have bad thoughts and evil moments, but it's how we deal with them that makes us who we are. Get it all out in the open. Name your enemies and describe them. Really try to get inside the people you don't like. Describe their physical appearance, but mainly try to imagine how their minds work and what they think about, especially about you. Write about your secret prejudices. We all have them, thoughts and notions that we know are not quite politically correct or even acceptable, even to ourselves sometimes. But get them down on paper. Explore your logic behind them and how they shape your more conventional notions. Why do any of this? This process of getting everything out on paper, including all the bad stuff, is cathartic. You'll feel lighter inside after you've done some of the above exercises. You'll realize that you've been carrying around a lot of your dark side as baggage, and that simply letting go on paper can really help you center yourself and free your mind. Plus, you'll have taught yourself that exposing yourself on paper is not quite as difficult as you'd imagined. There may be even some great pieces of writing there, important pieces that you can later rework and include in your fiction. But most of all, you'll have gotten used to being objective about your thoughts and emotions. This new perspective will enable you to approach your writing with renewed energy and conviction. And a determination to be more honest and forthright can only make you a better writer. Keep writing.